Welcome into Just an Average Football Podcast, where every week is football week. And this week, we are doing the podcast on a Monday evening. So obviously, we've been posting on Mondays. A little setback. I have a pretty good excuse as to why we did not do the podcast on Sunday. I've had a very busy last 72 hours, Casey. Actually was at the hospital welcoming my third child into the world. So, pushed it back a day, you know? So,
it's only one day.
Yeah, only one day, you know, priorities.
Just brought a kid into the world only one day.
Yeah, priorities.
Was going to do it into the living room, but, you know.
Thought about having my phone set up. Probably not the best idea. I'm not sure Kimmy would have approved of that. No, but welcome into beautiful little girl. First girl in the bunch. So 2 boys, 1 girl now.
First girl, last girl.
First girl, last girl. Yeah, we're done. This is it. 3 kids is enough. I've been spending majority of my time in the hospital here. My mom's actually watching the kids. We got the kids down already, so hopefully they don't wake up. I'm running on maybe 7 hours of sleep in the past 72 hours.
Yeah, you look terrible.
I've got a Celsius here to keep me wide awake. It's 8 o'clock at night.
They can't sponsor us, so we might as well
They can't sponsor us, but I'm just going to keep drinking these.
Because it's so good.
It is delicious. So tired, face is breaking out. But here we are. I literally just got back from the hospital. Like I literally came up from the hospital. Kimmy wants me to take 2 weeks off. I've personally only put in for a week. Haven't told her yet. We'll see how the week progresses. I'll probably end up taking off 2 weeks. She sees this podcast tomorrow. You are taking the 2 weeks off. I had to do this podcast. You know, I love football. I love talking football, and the NFL Scouting Combine is this week, and I wasn't going to miss a chance to actually talk about the NFL Scouting Combine and kind of everything that kind of goes into it, and then what teams might be looking for. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into our first segment today, which is really just the overview of the NFL Scouting Combine. For those of you guys that don't watch, I don't know. Some people, when the offseason rolls around, they just kind of forget about football. I think I'm when the Broncos weren't good, I was more interested in the offseason. I was all about the NFL Scouting Combine, all about the free agency, NFL draft. Like, I love that stuff. Now that the Broncos are more relevant, I still enjoy it. Things haven't changed here. So, NFL Scouting Combine held in Indianapolis. Players go there from college. They put on a clinic, try to boost their draft stock. Some draft stock tanks. But what do you know, Casey? I know you don't watch. I mean, you still watch football, but what do you know as far as the combine goes? Do you know a lot about the NFL Combine?
I don't. I've gotten a little more into it now that I'm a fan of a team. But I really never really paid too much attention to it. I've seen it on a couple times and watched it a little bit, but that stuff really. I don't even watch the NBA Combine, and I'm a big basketball guy, and I don't watch any of that. So I don't know. I kind of watch some some players that get they get really hyped in the pre-draft. They get really hyped and then go into the combine. I kind of want to see how they fare in some of these things, but other than that, I don't really watch it too much.
This is kind of a nice dynamic, though, too, because, with me being as involved in football as I am, and you kind of, you've been a fan of football for a long time, just haven't really adopted a team until recently. So it is kind of nice, talking to someone that doesn't have as much insight on this, just because we can kind of go back and forth a little bit here. And before we continue going, this is going to bug the heck out of me the whole entire podcast, dude. Your cord is wrapped around, unless you like it like that.
That's why this.
I'm literally staring at it this whole entire time, and
that's why it was all messed up. I couldn't figure out why it was all messed up.
I'm sitting here, and it's like, someone's got something in their teeth, and you're just kind of continue to look at it. Like,
out on the podcast.
Yeah.
I love it,
man.
I mean, that should be a clip, I guess.
This stuff needs to be...
We can't go on any longer, man. I guess.
Yeah, this stuff should be more expensive.
Right on your face, like you gotta pop it right now.
Yeah, it's like staring at someone with someone in their teeth. Hey, we got to stop really quick.
Yeah.
So really quick, NFL Combine. Yeah, let's just get back into this. What do you think NFL teams are? I mean, going to the combine, obviously they put on all these different things. There's 40-yard dash. You've got the bench press. You've got like the cognitive stuff as far as like the tests they have to take. 3-cone drill, agility drills, quarterbacks throw, vertical jump, broad jump. I mean, the list goes on and on of all these things that these players have to do. In your personal opinion, all right, put yourself in an NFL coach's shoes. What is the most important thing that you are looking for when assessing the player or a player or players you might want to draft in this year's draft?
Well, honestly, I'm just thinking as a coach here, if I am wanting someone on my team, I really don't care about what your 40 is. I really don't care about what your cone drill numbers are. I don't really care about what your vertical is. I don't really care about that. You know what I care about? I care about if you can remember plays. I care about if you can read a coverage. I care about your football IQ. That's what I really care about. And or your basketball IQ, whatever it is. I care about the IQ, and I care about how well you can perform under pressure. I care about how good of a teammate you are. That's the stuff I would care about. So the combine, I don't know if the combine really shows much of that. I mean, they may show a little bit of resilience, a little bit of like maturity and composure, and just doing a little bit of stuff under pressure. But I think coaches already know who they really want by the time the combine comes because they've been scouting and been watching. So I think the combine may be just a show-off thing. Just kind of show your talents off a little bit more, but other than that, maybe your stock goes up just a little bit more. But I don't know. I personally don't. I wouldn't look at really anything too crazy other than maybe when the combine comes and you like watching them catch the ball, seeing how good their hands really are and stuff like that. And other than that, I think it's just kind of already.
I'm thinking of the word, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I don't know what I'm thinking about, but it kind of really just solidifies that for the coach, like going there and thinking like, all right, I want to make sure he can do this stuff, and it's like, okay, he can. I just want to make sure he did. You know, he's seen all this stuff in college, but you know, anybody can do all that stuff against air. You know, you can throw a ball against air. You can run a 40 without any pads on. And kind of what you said, I mean, you know, that's not what it's all about. You talked about more of the cognitive side of it as far as like, can you remember plays and this and that. A lot of people aren't good test takers, though, and that's the only thing. C.J. Stroud, I think a couple of years ago when he was drafted, which, you know, his rookie year, you think, like, man, that was the S2 cognition test, I think is what it is. He didn't slide. He went second overall, but I think that's what some people had, like, let's kind of back off on him just a little bit because his cognitive side wasn't that high. And he went out rookie year and won Offensive Rookie of the Year, so obviously that didn't really matter too much. But since then, kind of been sliding downhill a little bit. But I think for me, if I'm a coach, my biggest thing is character. You know, how are you with your teammates? Are you a good leader? How are you in the locker room? I mean, just from watching Sean Payton's drafts in the past few years, he doesn't really draft a lot of players that are going to blow you away as far as like, oh, this person had, you know, 100 and some catches and 1,500 yards in college with 16 touchdowns. I mean, he drafted Pat Bryant in the third round. Some thought was going to be a fifth, sixth round draft pick. Drafted Pat Bryant because he was a captain of the team there for Illinois. You know, he had really good hands. He was a good blocker, great teammate. A leader on that team, an older player really on that team. So I think there's a lot of things that kind of go into it, and it's kind of crazy because, you know, you have the thought like, oh man, you know, I want this guy that can know the plays and everything like that. Me, I'm like, I want more of the high character guys, and you're going to have other coaches that are going to go in there, and it's like, I want the fastest guy that's running the fastest 40, because you see that all the time. You know, you see these players that run 40-yard dashes that are in the 4.2s and 4.3s, and all of a sudden they are shooting up draft boards. You know,
some of them actually prove themselves on the field too. I mean, you got like Devontae Smith, really fast guy, panning out really well in the NFL. Jalen Waddle panning out really well in the NFL. Smaller guys that are quick. Tyreek Hill made a killing, made millions, literally millions off just being so fast.
And then you've got the guys that run really fast and they get overdrafted. John Ross, 7, 8, 9 years ago, drafted by the Bengals, you know, ran a 4.22. Xavier Worthy, 4.21.
Yeah.
He's good. He's not a superstar. He's fast. He's not great.
And I guess
then you got
Devontae Smith got drafted
Matthew
high,
Golden. Matthew Golden this
Matthew
last
Golden's
year
balling,
here,
yeah.
drafted by the Packers, didn't have a single regular season touchdown. So there's just all these things that kind of go into this, and I think I just like walking into a store and seeing the looking at all the new phones, and then you see the brand new shiny one that just came out, and it's like, oh man, it's got all these new features on it. And, oh, it's this much faster, and it's just, I don't know. I think you go there and you watch that, and you see the draft stock rise a little bit.
I look at it like this. You walk into a grocery store and you walk into a grocery store and you see name brand chips, Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
Then you look down and you see Great Value.
Yep.
Potato chips. And you go, I don't know if I want this Great Value chips. I think I'll pay just a little bit more money for these Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
And then
they don't feel as full.
And then next thing you know, these Great Value chips start tasting pretty darn good by the time you get halfway through the bag. Yeah. And then the Lay's potato chips, you're like, man, I kind of wasted my money. Because, as soon as you buy those Lay's potato chips, as soon as you open the bag, you look down in and you go,
this is half full.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
Where's it at? And I feel like that's a lot of these players in the NFL that get drafted really high. You open up their bag and you go, where's the rest of you at?
And honestly, I think wide receivers, just because they are the fastest ones, I think they're the most overdrafted. And I mean, there's probably statistics out there that says I'm completely wrong, but just from recency bias over the past 5-6 years, you get these players that are extremely fast, and they tend to go higher. Their draft stock goes higher just because they do run a fast 40 time, which makes no sense to me because there is track speed and then there's game speed. You might be fast, but are you quick? I guess that's where the agility stuff comes in, and your broad jump and your explosiveness and whatnot. But I just feel like in bench press, I think all it's overrated. Like you said, I think it's just a big show. You can go there and show off. But with that being said, there are some red flags that, players might come in. It's like, oh, this player should test really well, and they don't test really well, and they tend to fall down draft boards a little bit. Some things you see is like failed drug test. Golly, I just blanked on his name. I think it was Reuben Foster. Oh my gosh, this is like 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't know. He was drafted by the 49ers. I think he had a failed drug test at the combine. I could be wrong on this as well. But yeah, I think that made him slide down a little bit.
Like Stephen A says, stay off the weed.
Yeah, and then you've got the players like Laramie Tunsil.
Look at Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon, yeah.
The dude could have been an absolute animal in the NFL.
Yeah.
Just couldn't stay off of the cabbage.
But Laramie Tunsil, he was projected to be the first tackle taken. That video surfaced to him having the gas mask thing on, and all the weed and everything, and then he slid. He still went in the first round, but he slid. He slid pretty far in the draft. But here we go. I was right. Reuben Foster booted from the NFL Combine. Rotator cuff surgery, not scheduled to participate in drills. So he was kicked from the NFL Combine.
He was
and he was a potential top 10 pick. What's that?
He was just medicating from his surgery.
Yeah. It's you see those chronic injuries that kicks players down the draft board. Legal trouble that kicks players down the draft board. Shane Ray, a player that was going to be drafted or that was drafted by the Broncos as an edge rusher, he was projected to be a top 10 pick. He got busted for weed that week and he fell. So and then you have the players, and it's so crazy to me, different coaches, how they view these players, because you might have some players that might have subpar college performances, and some coaches are like, oh, well, I really like this player. Like I said, Sean Payton tries to find all these diamonds in the rough, and you have coaches like that might take him, and then other coaches are like, nah, I'm not touching that person with a 10-foot pole. So it's also crazy.
We'll take quarterbacks the last couple years, for example.
Carson Beck. Projected first round draft pick, and then just fell down draft boards, transferred to Miami. He's going to get drafted, but probably not very high.
I'm thinking of quarterbacks that are successful right now in the NFL. Josh Allen wasn't a super high caliber quarterback in college.
No, went to Wyoming.
Played to a very small school. Didn't
And anybody
really,
that
yeah.
anybody that's going to
Wasn't
freak out about this really quick, anybody that's going to freak out about what Casey's saying, go ahead and watch the Bills' reaction when they draft Josh Allen. Everybody's freaking out like, oh my gosh, Josh Allen.
Yeah, what are we doing? Like, who is this guy? Like, why are we doing this? Yeah. Drake May even getting drafted by the Patriots. I was even skeptical about that one because we know exactly how North Carolina quarterbacks have been the last couple of years. I mean, look at Mitch Trubisky coming out, and the Bears fans can attest to that one.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think of who else. Patrick Mahomes really wasn't a super.
He was good in college.
He was good in college, but he wasn't like a.
I mean, he went pick 12. You had the team trade up for him, but like you said, that year was like all Deshaun Watson. It was all about Deshaun Watson and Mitch Trubisky. Like I said, I don't understand all these players. Oh my goodness, he just started this year and he's going off. Like this, something that will never make sense to me is a quarterback that has one good year in college and all of a sudden all these people are just crazy about him. Like I will never understand that. Whether it's a quarterback, wide receiver, whatever. Production in college, I think, is going to lead to production in the NFL. A 1 year sample size. I mean, no, I don't. That's not. If I'm a head coach, I'm like, 1 year sample size looks great. But where was this person doing the other few years? Oh, well, they were stuck behind this. Well, yeah, you figured they could make it on the field.
If they were that good, then they would have been starting.
Yeah. And then you get the people like Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels who are in college for like 7 years and they're 24, 25 coming into the NFL.
Yeah, and wondering why they're so poised.
Yeah, I mean they've been playing football. They've had 60-some career starts. So
yeah.
But
yeah, just those two really stood out to me. Like Josh Allen and Drake May were the two biggest ones, I think, that really didn't have super stellar college careers. I mean, especially Drake May. I mean, Drake May really, none of them two really were big names to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some other ones that like, Mac Jones, because I mean, they're
Mac
the
Jones,
Alabama
but
quarterbacks.
He played for Alabama, though, and they were a high prolific offense.
Correct, yeah, but I'm just saying like Alabama just cycled. I mean, you had Jalen Hurts, Tua, Mac Jones. I mean, they just kept cycling through quarterbacks. Now Ty Simpson's coming out. And you have other players that really, they interview really well, and players that don't interview really well. Some players that might struggle writing things up on the board. I think UCLA's quarterback Josh Rosen, same year Josh Allen, they thought Josh Rosen was going to be the quarterback in that draft. Where's he now? I haven't heard his name. I think he's the only quarterback that...
I don't know if he even...
Is he... I don't know if he's a door greeter at Walmart or what he's doing now.
I was going to say he played for the Cardinals and then got shipped to Miami. Was it Miami? I think he got shipped to.
Oh my goodness!
He started for Miami a game.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't even start for Miami. Maybe he was that bad. He didn't because he was behind. That was back when what's his name was there. Oh shoot, the other white guy.
Fitzpatrick.
No, the other white guy after that.
Mike White.
No, was his name? Was it Hasselback? Was it or was it?
I'm not sure.
What's his name that was there? Shoot, no, he was the Titans quarterback for a little while.
That I am not sure.
You know what I'm talking about.
I probably do. I'm looking up Josh Rosen.
Starts with an H.
As of 2000, okay, off topic. As of 2024, Josh Rosen is a student at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania.
What? He's back in college?
He disappeared off the face of the earth.
Imagine.
Wow, that's crazy. Crazy.
What was his name?
You think of that really quick. I'm going to go over some other things really quick. So you figure out who that is. I'm going to go ahead and let you look him up about when Josh Rosen was a backup there. But something else, too, that I feel like you've got to take into account when drafting some of these players is the maturity level of, these players coming out are 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. I think Sam Darnold, when he was drafted all those years ago. Ryan Tannehill. There you go. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill. But Sam Darnold, when he was drafted, he was 20 years old. He couldn't even drink a beer yet. You got to think of the maturity level. And I think teams give up way too fast on some of these quarterbacks. Like you're drafting a 20-year-old kid who was in college for 3 years. Anthony Richardson, all these guys, super young. And coaches are like, my goodness, like this guy's never going to develop. Well, guess what? Sam Darnold just won a Super Bowl. And he's on his fourth team now. He started with the Jets, went to the Panthers, 49ers.
What is he the last 2 years?
Vikings, Seahawks. He might
What
be
is
on
he
his
last
5th
2 years?
team.
5 losses in 2 years? Something like
13
that?
and 4 both years. Or no, 14 and 3 at 6 losses. 14 and 3 both
Yeah.
years. So it's crazy, So you got to think of like the scheme. There's so many things, dude. Scheme fit, maturity, all these things going to drafting these players. And obviously, like you said, you see the nice shiny thing in the store, and all of a sudden that's what you want to grab, and all these other things I feel like kind of go to the back of your mind. You're like, that's a real weapon we could use for our team, but you're thinking of like, oh, what was he like as a teammate? I feel like all those things kind of get pushed to the back a little bit. But that's a question for the listeners though. Would you draft elite traits or elite mindset when it comes to these players in college? Is age a factor? What is your biggest thing? If you're a coach walking in the NFL right now and you're drafting a player, what is the number one thing that you are looking for? Let us know in the comments because I'm intrigued to hear these answers. Obviously, I picked character. Casey picked, cognitive ability. So a lot of different traits you can choose from for sure. Let's go ahead and transition here to segment 2. Fun little thing here we're going to do here. So obviously, I'm a Broncos fan. You're a Dolphins fan. We are going to do a team needs for our teams here. We're going to go through the Broncos, the Dolphins, and then we're actually going to spin a wheel. I've got a wheel here, depending on how much time this takes up. We either spin a wheel for one team or two teams, and then we've got to put on our ball knowing hats to make sure we know ball here for picking for some of these teams because we might spin the wheel and it lands on the Commanders or something like that, and we might get called out for not knowing ball. So. Let's go ahead and start here. I'm going to go ahead and start with my Broncos, and then we can go to your Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Denver Broncos, I think I don't know if we have a lot of needs going into free agency. We actually have some cap space. We're out from Russell Wilson's dead cap now here, so we're not paying for Russell Wilson anymore. I think positions to watch probably for the Broncos at the Combine, if you are a Broncos fan, tight end or a playmaker in general. But I think tight end would be my number one as far as the offensive side of the ball. And then on defense, we're losing JFM possibly in free agency. So, a 4-3, 3-4, a 3-4 edge. It just depends on package they come out in. 3-4 edge, someone that can fill the shoes of JFM. We drafted a couple guys last year, Savion Jones being one of them that I didn't really see a lot from him last year, but the limited snaps he was in there. You didn't hear his name a lot, so sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. And then a linebacker. We're probably going to lose Alex Singleton. I've heard some things about Dre Greenlaw. I think linebacker, though, if we can get Devin Lloyd in free agency, if he becomes a free agent, would be ideal. Tight end, Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon, just built like a brick shithouse, to say the least. Honestly, I know this is a PG show, but oh my God, if you'd look him up here, he literally looks like, I don't even know. Look him up. He's literally just stacked, really stacked tight end. A lot of people really want us to go and get a wide receiver. I only want a wide receiver if he is a game-changing elite wide receiver. I don't want to add another good wide receiver to already a good wide receiver room that we're trying to develop these young players. You're talking about these players that are still really young, trying to develop them. Like I said, Pat Bryant, really good hands on the team. Cortland Sutton, the veteran in that, on the roster as far as the wide receivers go. Marvin Mims, good deep threat. Troy Franklin really turned it up this year. So we've got good players. I think, we don't really need a lot going into free agency in the draft, but those are positions I think that Sean Payton will look for. A playmaker probably being the biggest one. Traits, like I said, Sean Payton loves high character guys, and I think that's what you're going to see a lot of. I've seen a trend these past couple of years. Are they captains? How are they as teammates? Do all they care about is football? He's not going to bring somebody in that's going to be more or less a cancer to the team. I don't see him being the coach to do that. So we'll find out. I'm really excited because I don't know where we're going to go. Last year I thought we were going to get an offensive playmaker first round, and we ended up getting a corner to add depth to the team. So, and in my personal opinion, maybe you can touch on this a little bit. I know we're talking about the Broncos here. Do you think that it is important to build depth, or do you think, if there's a player at need, say pick 30 rolls around and we need a linebacker, but the best linebacker available is really got a second to third round grade. What would you do in that position? You drafting like, hey, this player is really good player here, he'd be a great depth piece, or let's draft this other guy because we need a position here.
I think you go by depth because I think it's proven that the deepest team wins the Super Bowl. I especially with how long the seasons are, with how long the season is, and how strained people are for players. A lot of times, I feel like the Detroit Lions, if they were deeper 2 years ago, they would have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but they just were so banged up, and all their veteran good players were just hurt, and they didn't, and their young ones weren't developed enough. I feel like you got to. There's a happy medium, obviously, with all of it.
yeah.
But I think if you wanna deepen your roster, you have to go deep. You have to deepen certain parts of your roster that you think are gonna obviously make your team better. I think having a deep corner defensive back rotation is a great idea. I think wide receivers the same way.
Yeah.
Offensive line, defensive line, pretty much everywhere. but
Yeah.
I think obviously, like, especially with how banged up offensive lines and defensive lines get, I think having a deep rotation and guys that can be versatile with that, it helps a lot. So I think that, in my opinion, over just, oh man, this guy, it may be a second rounder. I don't know if we're gonna get him in the second round. So
Yeah.
I think we just got to go get him now because this is what we need. But I don't know.
And that was kind of me last year. We went into the draft and, we had the 20th overall pick, and Omarion Hampton and TreVeyon Henderson were both on the board. And I was a big TreVeyon Henderson guy. I wanted TreVeyon Henderson, and we ended up going with corner. I'm like, man, we've already got all these corners. And, the more looking into it, I kind of realized, hey, running backs are a dime a dozen. You can probably get one in the fifth round that's going to produce just as much. RJ Harvey I think he led all rookie running backs in touchdowns, total touchdowns, that is.
He was a stud for you this year.
He was good, especially when J.K. Dobbins are down. Our running game wasn't anything special, but and we get Jahdae Barron, who we're losing. We might be losing McMillan, the guy that had the interception, non-catch, whatever you want to call it, there against Brandon Cooks. I know people that are listening are going to go back and forth, but he might be gone this year. He's probably going to get paid a really good nickel corner. So Jahdae could step in for him, or maybe we move on from Riley Moss. Who knows? So I like it, taking the best player available, and maybe not necessarily a position of need, but someone that can come in and definitely make an impact. But your Miami Dolphins, what are you guys looking for here coming into the scouting combine? What kind of a culture is Jeff Hafley going to be bringing to this team?
I don't know, really. I think obviously we're going to start with that question there. What kind of culture is he going to bring? I think it's going to be fresh. I think he's definitely going to be more disciplined than McDaniels. I think that he's bringing guys on that. I think the culture is going to be different. I think it's not going to be this fun, quick, flashy type of team. It's going to be a hard nose. We're going to be fundamental. We're going to do this little sound things right. We're going to get back to the basics type of football team. So with that, we literally need everything. Literally, we need everything. We got rid of. We have terrible cap. We have dead cap with Tyreek Hill. We got dead cap with Bradley Chubb. Who else do we have dead cap with? It's ridiculous. It's kind of like this Russ situation that you had in Denver. But it's bad. Honestly, the top three things that we need right now are a corner, offensive guard, and an edge rusher. The top three that we really need right now. But honestly, we need everything. We need a quarterback. We need wide receiver depth. But yeah, I think the top three that we need is I think a corner, and I think offensive guard's probably the biggest thing in my opinion that we need. In my opinion, because if Tua is going to be the quarterback next year, which I don't know. That's still up in the air. He hasn't been cut yet, so who knows? He might still be the quarterback. but whoever the quarterback is going to be, we got to protect him a lot better than what we've been protecting. So with that, but definitely beef up the defense. The defense was better towards the end of the season when you let these young guys get in and start getting developed. But getting rid of Bradley Chubb, that's a big hit. So we're going to need more defense. I think an edge rusher, if there's a good edge rusher, I don't know what we're going to do with the 10th pick. I think right now, I think that they're looking, by the way it looks right now, they're looking at like, oh man. The unfortunate thing is that they're looking at a wide receiver. That's the unfortunate thing right now. They're looking at Denzel Boston, who's a great wide receiver.
First round grade, yeah.
First round grade, and they're also looking at cornerback D'Angelo Pons.
Okay.
And I'm thinking Pons. I would much rather have a defensive guy. I'd much rather have Pons over a wide receiver because I don't think our wide receiver core is terrible, and I don't think I don't think offense is what we need to beef up really. Yeah. I think offense will happen. We got a really good running back core. Quarterback situation is terrible, but other than that, we're not strapped for people on that. But yeah, I think D'Angelo Pons is probably best for that.
Yeah, looking across the board here while you're talking about this, you've got $73 million in dead money right now. So you've got $3 million in active cap space.
Good thing is with this season, is we have 10 total picks, and that includes 5 in the top 90 for us this season.
That's awesome. Yeah, so all those trades.
So that helps. We're obviously looking at like expanding for like we're trying to get targets that immediately are like starters on the offensive line and the secondary. Obviously, there's the two that we're really trying to look forward to. We're trying to look forward someone who can start on the offensive line tomorrow and someone who can start in the secondary tomorrow. That's the two biggest needs, I think, right now. From watching the season, couldn't stop a freaking nosebleed in the secondary and couldn't stop runny pants coming through the line. So it was bad. It was bad. But those are the two. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the draft board yet too much because I don't want to get my hopes up on because I tell you what, last year we got Chop Robinson and I was really excited about that. I think he did an amazing job. Yeah. I think we did a really good job drafting last year. And I hope that it continues.
I wish we kept Jalen Phillips, honestly, but
yeah. I like Bradley Chubb and I like Jalen Phillips, so then they got rid of both of them. So Bradley Chubb was going to be my next jersey I got, so I'm glad I didn't get it. And I got Jalen Waddle, and right now he's not really looking like he really wants to stay. So we'll see how it goes, but. Yeah, I haven't really looked to see what the depth looks like for offensive line, but the corners look kind of promising. So if we get a corner and offensive line in that 10th pick, I'm gonna be happy.
I'm telling you, dude, building from the inside out is the way to go.
And that's the way that it looks like he's trying to do. He's saying that we have a lot of young talent, which they do. Yeah, they just haven't been developed. So I hope that he's a developer, and that hopefully that's the reason why they got him in there.
Do you get a Carson back in the draft? Keep him there in Miami.
I don't know. But I don't draft him 10th. I can't do that.
No. He won't go in the.
You don't draft a quarterback. You don't draft a quarterback first round.
No, absolutely not.
There's not a quarterback worth the first round, in my opinion.
I think he falls a little bit. I mean, he might be worth taking a flyer on.
I am perfectly fine with a Tua for Kyler Murray straight up trade, but
I feel like they're too much of the same. I feel like you need someone that can stand in the pocket, which Tua does, stand in the pocket and deliver the ball. I just think he needs to change his scenery. I think you guys, like you said, a culture thing.
Yeah, I think it just needs to be completely changed, in my opinion. Yeah. But I don't think that there's any quarterback in this draft. And we talk about like these quarterbacks that are like diamonds in a rough quarterbacks that don't have a high profile and stuff like that. But
when's your first pick again?
10th.
Okay, wow, yeah. So you mean you're gonna get a high profile guy then for sure?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna get someone good, and I hope that it's either an offensive lineman or a cornerback, which is probably gonna be a corner, and probably get some offensive linemen within the draft. But I hope it's a corner. I hope it's someone on the defensive side that's gonna really, really help. But I don't think there's any quarterback to your Carson Beck thing. I don't think there's any quarterback that is worth being drafted, in my opinion.
Yeah,
for the Dolphins.
For the Dolphins in the first round, for sure.
Unless not even in the second round.
Mendoza?
I wouldn't. He's not going to get. He's already going to be gone, so I'm not even thinking about that.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, if he was there though for the Dolphins, I mean, no way he's not getting past the Raiders.
If he was there 10th, yeah,
I mean, it is the Raiders. They could. The Raiders have. I mean, they drafted Cleveland Farrell in the top 5. So,
but if Mendoza's obviously there, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
get him. But
I think he would. I think he honestly fits better with the Dolphins than he would with the Raiders. That's just me personally. I think he's going to go to the Raiders.
Trade up, that'd be nuts.
Raiders got really good weapons.
Imagine Miami traded up and number
trading
1 overall.
Tua in a first or something to the. That's something I can see the Raiders doing though, which is really crazy to say.
Yeah, do you guys want Tua and a 10?
You guys want Tua in like a first or something?
2 and 2 in a bag of chips.
Sure, that's it.
Oh, and also, can you just pay his? Can you just pay his salary too?
Sure.
I tell you what, we'll give you Tua and the first round, and we'll pay his salary while we have Mendoza until he gets off.
It's nice to dream. That'd be cool.
That won't happen.
But all right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel here. Let's get to this final team, and we're gonna see who we're gonna talk about here. So we gotta put on our ball-knowing caps here. Watch it just land on someone I have no idea about. I thought it was going to land on the... Okay. This is actually pretty good. Kind of. We got the L.A. Chargers. The L.A. Chargers. Boy, we just talked about them in the last podcast. What I can say about the Chargers right now, as I've said this before, I said once they get healthy, they are going to be the team to beat, I think, in the AFC West. And I love my Broncos, but I do think that they are going to be the team to beat. They should be getting both their tackles back next year. So Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater on both sides. I still think they need to continue to build on the offensive line, and I need to see what pick they have in the draft. I think it's probably in the 20s because they were 22nd. Is that exactly what they had last? I think they had the 22nd pick last year, didn't they? I think they did because they got Omari and Hampton. So I think they continue to build on the interior offensive line. There is a lot of really good offensive. I mean, you can find offensive linemen later in drafts too. I think majority of I think our center was like an undrafted guy.
Is it? Am I correct when they have a lot of their cap? They have a lot of cap room.
I'm almost positive they have the most cap in the NFL. They don't have the most.
They have over $100 million in cap, don't they?
82. So the only ones have over. So here it goes. It goes Titans, Raiders, Chargers, Jets, Commanders. Crazy. Out of those 5, the Chargers were the only one that were in the playoffs. Yeah. So, and then Seattle, like I said, has 61. So a lot of teams with a lot of cap. Chargers, I think they do have to pay a few people though. Not a huge deal though. They've got all this money. I think it's a good destination place for people to go. Fans are hit and miss a little bit there. I know when the Broncos play there, it looks like a home game for the Broncos. So, that's kind of discouraging. But, you got Justin Herbert, in my personal opinion, I think when he's healthy, he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. You can at me, I don't care. And I'm a Broncos fan saying that. So I don't like to give any credit to division rivals if I don't have to, but I got to give credit to Justin Herbert. I just like him as a quarterback. He's got all the intangibles. He's tall. He's got a good arm. He's good. I can see interior offensive line. Defensive line, I think their defensive line is really underrated. I could see them maybe grabbing another corner, possibly in this draft as well. But I think their main thing is probably going to be protecting Herbert because, man, he got beat to a pulp. That offensive line was kind of put together there towards the end of the year with sticks and crayons and some twine, it seemed like. So I want to go offensive line. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to that as far as the Chargers go.
Yeah, so just a little bit on
another one here too.
Just a little bit on them. I think Khalil Mack, and there's another one on the defensive side on the line that's going to test free agency. What is his name? He has a weird name.
Defensive line? Is it Tart?
No. It's like he has like a Hawaiian name. It's like Ua or
I think I know what you're talking about. He's the defensive lineman
or Awua or He has like a weird name.
Oh my goodness,
Or he's yeah.
I can't pronounce
Like
it. Give me a
it's
second.
like
I know
Adolf
exactly what
or
you're talking about.
Adolf.
A waff.
It's like Adolf or a waffle or some weird name.
It is Tuli Tuapalutu. And then they have Odafa Owehu.
Yeah, but he's staying. That weird name.
Which, the Tuli or the
Yeah, the
Odafe?
Tuli's staying.
And then
But
Odaf.
yeah, Adafu I think maybe testing free agency or something like that. Like him and Mack are, I think, they don't know. They're not sure on them. So the one thing that they could go after in this draft is like an edge rusher.
He came from the Ravens, didn't he? That Awafu. I'm pretty sure he was with the Ravens for like the first. Let me look. Almost positive he was. Go ahead. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but like a tackle, like a defensive tackle or an edge rusher, I think they can go after. Obviously, the interior. Obviously, we know the offensive line. You touched on that, but the defensive tackle that I really like that I think would fit them really good is Caleb Banks from Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like I think Caleb Banks. I would love Caleb Banks in Miami, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think they're going to go after something. They're not going to go after a tackle. I don't think Miami will to start. But yeah, I like Caleb Banks was a stud for Florida, and I think that he'd be good for them. So yeah, I think defense, and they could also target. Is it Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end?
Yeah, that's who I want out of
That's who you
Oregon.
want?
I don't think he laughs. That's what the guy said. He was a bulky. He's built like,
he ain't
like I said,
gonna
brick
laugh,
shithouse.
but they could also beef up their wide receiver core and tight end core too a little bit. So, but yeah, I think defense is where they beef it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I can see both those. Like I said, they have Deshaun Hand and that Tart guy right now. Yeah, there's a lot of good offensive linemen too.
Yeah.
They got the kid. Right now. I'm just looking at mock drafts here. They got the kid from Penn State, Lowen. Like I said, I haven't really dove into a lot of these guys. The offensive linemen have the weirdest names this year, and it seems like there are a lot of Hawaiian guys too. But they do have an interior offensive lineman projected to go to them right now with the pick 22. But I can definitely see a defensive guy as well. And that's what's great about draft season is you have no idea who's going to go where.
You don't have any idea. Yeah.
So you can project all you want, but you're most likely going to be wrong. That didn't last too long. Let's go ahead and spin again because I like this. I'm kind of going through these teams a little bit. Let's see if we can get another team, maybe not in my division. If it is, we're going to switch it up here. Oh, this is perfect because this is Jack's team. So we've got the Tennessee Titans here. Perfect. We just talked about them. They have, I think, the most cap space going into the offseason. So $103 million as far as cap space goes. They have a top 10 draft pick as well. They pick 4th overall. 4th overall, tons of cap space. Boy, oh boy, new coach coming in from them. Robert Saleh, big defensive guy. And then didn't they get
they got
Dayball as well. Yeah. So what are we thinking for them? There's a lot of different ways they can go. I think
they go. I think they're another team that
line was good. I think their defensive line was good, but I think they could use secondary help.
I think what they're I think they need
edge rusher, linebacker.
Edge rusher, yeah.
Yeah, edge rusher, linebacker, because they've got Simmons.
The wide receiver core is not very good either.
They could go a lot of different directions.
I don't think they go wide receiver in the 4th pick. I think they're going to go some big name and on the defensive side.
They need a linebacker, but I think they can fill the linebacker position in free agency. I think the leaders on the defense, like linebacker's your leader. I don't know if you necessarily go for that in the draft, especially because there's some good linebackers. They could get Sonny Styles out of Ohio State. A lot of Ohio State players can be going in the 1st round, but I don't see them really taking a swing at him. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways. We can look at different mock drafts, and this mock draft has them taking. Oh, here we go. Ruben Bryan Jr. Out of Miami, the edge rusher.
Arvo Reese too, out of Ohio State.
Arvo Reese is supposed. I think he's supposed to be like 2nd overall to the Jets. In most mocks, I see him going there. It's pretty consensus wise. I've seen a lot of Mendoza, Reese, and then Muagu or whatever his name is out of out of Miami. So you get 2 Miami guys. Yeah, here we go. Muagu. Francis Muaga. Jesus. But yeah, this mock has Oh my gosh, where is Sonny at? Sonny Styles out of Ohio State falling all the way to 15 to the Bucks. I definitely think he goes higher than that. He reminds me a lot of like Isaiah Simmons. That's that safety linebacker hybrid. It's just the biggest thing with those guys is like, can you transition to the NFL? We're gonna find out, but yeah, that's what's nice about the Titans. A team that has several needs that are probably going to be filled in free agency, and then once the NFL draft rolls around, you're going to see a lot of other players. They've got a few picks. They've got higher picks. So I'll be interested to see what they do. Teams like that can go in any direction. Really, a lot of teams can go in a lot of different directions, but they're one of those teams that are just a wild card as far as like we need this, 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 and this. So we will. We will wait and see. So that was kind of fun, just kind of talking about other teams a little bit. And like I said, it's really hard to know what these teams are going to do until we actually, get into the draft and get into free agency. But that's going to wrap up segment 2. Don't go anywhere, though, because when we get back, we're doing a Combine Guess Who, and Casey's got a list of 5 Combine players, and I have to guess just based off of their 40-time, vertical jump, bench press. I don't know what all Casey's got here, but it's going to be a fun little game we're going to do, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss that. But first, a quick word from Smackin' Sunflower Seeds.
All right, time to talk about a game changer for snack time, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. These aren't your average dry, dusty seeds. Nope, Smackin' takes flavor to the next level. Bigger, bolder, and straight up addicting. Whether you're chilling at the ball field, gaming with friends, or just need something to keep your hands busy, Smackin' has you covered. And the best part? No soggy seeds, no weak flavors, just pure Smackin' goodness in every handful. So if you're ready to upgrade your seed game, grab a bag of Smackin' Sunflower Seeds today and get ready to start smacking. Scan our QR code or click the link in our description to get 10% off your first order.
We are back. We are doing a Combine Guess Who game here, and this is how the rules are going to go. It's kind of like a guessing game. So how many clues do I get to guess this player? We're going to find out. There's going to be 5 total clues. If I don't get it by the end, then he's going to tell me the player. So what I do know is there's going to be 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and then 2 defensive players of his choosing. We're doing height, weight, 40-yard dash, vertical jump, college, and position in that order. Are you cool with that, Casey?
So what?
We're going to go height and weight, 40-yard dash, vertical jump, college, and position in that order. So the first guess is always going to be height and weight.
Position would be the last one?
Position is the last one. So last 2 is college and position, so hopefully I can guess from that. These are going to be more well-known players, and it is from the last 10 years. So, more well-known players, but last 10 years is going to be kind of challenging. So if you're ready, Casey, I'm ready to start guessing here. I'm going to guess a player after each clue. So you're going to tell me 1 clue, the height and weight, and I'll try to guess. And then if I don't get it right, we'll just keep going down and see how many it takes me to guess this. So I'm ready. I watch the Combine every year, so hopefully I can do well on this.
All right, you ready for your first player?
I'm ready.
Height and weight?
Yep.
6'3", 211 pounds.
6'3", 211 pounds. I feel like this is a quarterback. 6'3", 211. Not Josh Allen. Last 10 years, 211. And these are well known. These are currently still in the NFL, correct? They're currently still in the NFL. I'm gonna say quarterback. Give me the guess of here. 211. Give me Baker Mayfield.
Wrong.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield's shorter than 6'3". I think Baker Mayfield's like 5'11".
Like 6'1". Nah, he's like 6'1", but 6'1". I'm trying to think of someone that's lighter. Okay.
Okay, now what's the next thing you said?
40-yard dash.
40-yard dash was a 4.52.
4.52, 6'3", 211. Oh my goodness. Now I'm starting to think like wide receiver.
It's definitely a quarterback. You were right.
Oh, it is? Okay, so
I'll give you that hint. It's definitely a quarterback. I will give you that. You were on the right track.
So I got the position right. I guess if I guess it right, you can tell me. So it is a quarterback.
Yeah, if you guess the position right, I'll tell you.
Okay, that's fair. Quarterback. So I got the position. I've got the height and the weight. 211. Gosh, he's a skinny little feller. Is this like Marcus Mariota?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, give me the vertical jump. I think I've got it.
Vertical jump is a 36 inches.
Okay, is it Jaden Daniels?
No.
Oof. All right, I need college. It's not Jaden Daniels. 6'3".
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Why am I blanking on this? Should I know this?
Probably.
This is not off to a good start. Cincinnati quarterback. Why can all I think about right now is the freaking Kelseys? Stupid. It is, and it's a quarterback from Cincinnati, and it's wow.
Did I stump you?
Yeah, I think I'm stumped.
All right. Desmond
is it?
Ritter.
Desmond. Oh my gosh! I thought we were going really well-known quarterbacks. He wasn't even my wheelhouse of quarterbacks.
No. He was a starter. He was a starter last year.
He was a couple of years ago. Yeah, but okay.
Wow.
All right.
Years ago.
Oh,
all right.
It wasn't even in my wheelhouse right now. That stumped me. It did stump me. I don't know why I didn't even think of him. I was thinking like really well-known quarterbacks, like starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now. That got me. That threw me. So those of you that are listening along, if you got that, you can just yell at me because I was over my head. Okay, next one here. That's a nice little warm-up. I thought that was be an easy one, but all right, give me the next one here. Are you still looking it up?
No.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm gonna be tough on you because you know a lot of this stuff. All right, you ready?
I thought it'd be easier here. Okay,
you ready?
Yeah.
5'8".
So starter. This is a starter. Current starter.
Oh, it's got to be a starter.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going. Starters.
Okay.
Okay. My God, that's what I was.
My fault.
Really trying to stump me here, especially if I'm going off like, because that's all I'm kind of cycling through in my brain is like current starters in the NFL, and that's why when you hit quarterback, I'm like, who is starting in the NFL from Cincinnati? Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
5'10", 216 pounds.
Okay, Christian McCaffrey. Is it not Christian McCaffrey? Oh no, he's frozen.
Oh, you were frozen. It's not. No, it's not Christian McCaffrey.
Oh. Okay. So not Christian McCaffrey. 40-yard dash. Can you tell me?
40 is 4.37. So he's a fast little booger.
4.37. And you said he's 5'10"? So that sounds like a
5'10", 216.
So I'm going to go ahead and guess the position of wide receiver. So okay, so it's definitely probably a running back here. Okay, not Christian McCaffrey, 5'10", 4'3", a fast running back.
He is a starter.
He is a starter, fast running back. Vertical jump's probably not going to help me too much. I'm kind of cycling through all these players that ran really quick. 5'10". Give me a vertical jump.
33 inches.
Currently a starter, 5'3", 5'10". It's not him.
You'll get it with the college for sure.
I want to try to get it without getting the college. I'm cycling through all these. Is it Bucky Irving?
No, good guess though.
Okay.
Think of that type of player though.
Give me college. I
Rutgers.
guess here. Why did that throw me for a loop? Jesus. I thought this would be a lot easier than what it was. Started in the NFL. Oh my gosh. Why am I blank? I mean, is it because I'm sleep deprived? Is it because my brain's just not functioning right now?
It might be.
I feel like I know this player though too.
You definitely know this player.
Yeah, I'm cycling through my brain here. It's not Bucky. Who is like Buck? Why can't I think of any other? I literally cannot think of any other running backs right now, and it's driving me up a wall. Like,
Rutgers.
Yeah. He's from Alabama. He's from Wisconsin. Take a shot in the dark here, and it's not Bijan.
It's not Bijan.
No, yeah, give me who it is. I'm wasting way too
Isaiah
much time on
Pacheco.
this. Jesus. Isaiah Pacheco. I didn't realize Isaiah Pacheco ran that freaking fast. He runs like
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. Okay. I didn't realize he ran that fast. Goodness gracious. All right, so quarterback and running back are off the board. I've got to get one of these. This is getting embarrassing at this point. All right, give me the next one. I thought this would be easier than this.
It's not. You ready?
Okay. No, but here we go. I'm embarrassing myself here.
5'10",
Okay.
189 pounds.
189 pounds. Okay, so this has got to be a wide receiver. Is this 5'10", 185, 5'10", 185, 5'10", 185. Oh, man, no, because he weighs more than that. I was going to say, I'm going to take a shot in the dark here.
189, not 5.
189.
Oh, yeah, that really changes me up. Really changes my perspective.
He's taller than that. Is it Tyreek Hill?
It's not Tyreek Hill.
Okay. Okay, 40-yard dash. Maybe this helps me.
4'3".
Jalen Waddle. 4'3". Not Tyreek Hill, not Jalen Waddle. Okay. Vertical.
36
4'3".
inches.
36-inch vertical. Fast. Starter in the NFL. Fast. Hollywood Brown.
No.
Oh, my gosh. College.
Oregon State.
Oregon State. Dude, I'm not going to get a single one of these right. I might just completely delete this whole entire segment off there. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff. Like, I have a book that has...
You said the next two are defensive guys, right?
Yeah, I have a book that has... like, just player stats and stuff that I want for the Broncos. 5'10", Oregon State, fast. Like a well-known starting wide receiver in the NFL.
He's known. He was a first-round draft pick.
First-round draft pick, Oregon State, NFL.
Had a pretty decent season.
This year?
Mm-hmm.
43. Oh, this is going to drive me. I mean, dude, I can't think of anybody right now. And this is crazy. I thought we were going to be like getting easy here and you're going to be like Jamar Chase or like someone.
No. You're not easy on me a lot of times.
Yeah, I know. This is tough.
Yeah.
Dude, I just can't.
Do I need to tell you?
No, I'm still.
You want me to give you another hint?
Sure, give me another hint.
He doesn't play for the team he got drafted for. He doesn't play for the team he got drafted by.
Doesn't help me at all. Oh, is it Rashid Shaheed?
No.
Okay, who is it?
Brandon Cooks.
Jesus, yeah, I would not have gotten that. Dude, this is bad. This is real bad. I'm not even getting close on some of these.
All right, you ready for the next one? It's
No,
defense
but go
now.
ahead and give it
It's
to me.
defense now. You ready?
All right.
5'11", 183 pounds.
This has got to be a 5'11", 183. This has got to be a corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
40-yard dash. 5'11", 183. Okay.
The 40
40-yard dash.
is a 4'3". 4'3",
4-3-2. Well-known corner in the NFL. Hopefully
Yes.
starting corner.
Yes,
Okay.
he is a well-known corner in the NFL. Well-known.
Okay. And how tall is he again?
5'11".
5'11". My mind is going to J.C. Horn, but I don't think it's J.C. Horn.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, vertical jump.
39 inches.
Oof. Man, this sounds like a really good corner in the NFL here. 5'11".
He's not bad.
He's not bad. Oh, Derek Stingley.
Nope.
Okay. Give me the college.
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Jesus. Ohio State corner?
Yep.
The fact that I'm blanking on all these is bad, to say the least. And oh my gosh, I actually think I know who it is, and I just can't think of his name. Ohio State. Yeah, dude, my brain's not working right now, so just go ahead and give me the player. My brain's just
Denzel
not
Ward.
working. Denzel. Oh my god, I could have got that. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. All right, you know what? Give me the last one here. You might as well just tell me who it is because at this point I got to get one at least. This is hard. Like this is actually freaking hard. I thought I was gonna like breeze through these. Like I was thinking like he's gonna pick like some players like Myles Garrett and some players like Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry or Josh Allen or Sam Darnold. No, these are like
All right, you ready?
yeah.
6'6", 260.
6'6", 260. This has got to be a defensive end.
You're right.
Okay.
Well known.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Wrong.
40-yard dash.
4.41.
Dear God. 6'6", running a 4.41. 6'6"? Are we sure
Yes.
he's 6'6"?
Yes, 6'6", 260 pounds.
Running a 4.41.
Yes.
Oh.
4.40.
Is it Josh Sweat?
It is. No, it's not Josh Sweat.
Montez
Sweat.
Yes.
You got
Yes, I
one
got-
right. It is Montez Sweat.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
one right. I
Finally.
kind of gave you I kind of gave that one to you.
Well,
a little
I knew
bit.
it was either Josh or Montez. I knew one of those dudes is freaking freakishly tall. Holy heck. Let's never do that again. Oh, I just made myself look silly for about 15 minutes. Holy cats. You know what?
And the funny
gonna go
thing
ahead-
is that you wanted to do this
I
game.
wanted to do this. I really thought this was going to be easy. Like, you know what, dude, I had yours. So I had, just for reference here.
I know. I
these
saw
are
the ones that you had
For you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just, really
because
quick.
you were
I'm
nice.
just-
You gave me easy ones.
I'm going to go back here, and this is what I had for Casey. So I had just going through these really quick. 4.21, 6'1", 185, 42-inch vertical, LSU. Right off the bat, yeah, Jamar Chase was the first one. Second one, 4'7", 6'3", 228, 32-inch vertical, Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes. I thought he was making it easy on me. Here we go, 4.39, went to Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor. I also gave him Aiden Hutchinson and Pat Surtain. And you come out here, the first one, Desmond Ritter. Throw a Desmond Ritter at me out of nowhere.
I shouldn't.
Oh my
I should have
gosh.
done that to you. I should have gave you some.
That's all right. That was fun. Caught me off guard here. Don't make it easy on me. I don't. I'm sleep deprived. It's whatever. But
I
thought
thought
it was fun. Those of you guys that are
you're probably looking forward to this.
yeah, those of you guys that were joining late. Like I said, I've run off about 6 hours of sleep in the last. Probably like 8 hours of sleep in the last 72 hours. Just had a baby girl, so my brain's not really functioning right now. I've been in the I literally just got back from the hospital, like I said, to do this podcast. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Let's go ahead and end on that embarrassing note there. Those of you guys who were watching
See you later.
that, let me know. Let me know if you got any of those right. If you did, go ahead and leave in the comments. You can go ahead and tear me to shreds. I don't care. You might see
go
me
have
next
a
week.
baby and then do a podcast.
Yeah, you might see me next week. I might not show my face on this podcast again. So with that being said, yeah, I'm getting out of here, Casey. So we'll see you guys next week.